Alrighty, let me set the scene.
It's late November 2020, and yours truly was going a little stir-crazy because of something happening around that time. It seems to be slipping my mind for some reason. Anywho, I was at the very last page at the very bottom of Best Buy's Black Friday ad, and I came across this. I stared for what felt like years into this pre-release cover art for Mozart Requiem as questions started pouring through my head. Why is a game yet to be released half off? Is this game even real? How is this retailing for $40? What the hell is a Mozart game even about? And finally, who thought this was a good idea? After many nights of restless sleep, I couldn't take all these thoughts of Mozart in my head anymore. So I ran to my computer, pulled out my credit card, and gave away my hard-earned $20 to Best Buy, sighing in relief, knowing all my answers will be solved in January of 2021. Or at least that's what I thought, because not even a month later, the game got delayed to March 30th. I mean, yeah, no, okay, that's fine. You know, you can't rush perfection. Oh, what do you know? Best Buy's checking in on me again. Oh, I'm never getting this video game. Oh, good, it's been months. They're finally gonna release the game now. Okay, one more email and then the game will be ready. Yes, it's finally time. There's no more delays. We finally got this. Oh, okay. No, it's fine, really. I was just curious about how you were doing. Honestly. Oh, Best Buy back so soon. It's like you got some good news for me. Oh, no, of course you don't. Of course you don't. Gonna make me sit here and wait in purgatory forever, I swear to God. Everybody shut up. This is huge. The email will start. That means something has actually changed in the order. Oh my God. It's finally gonna arrive. Oh.
Psych!
You know, I expected this one. I was talking to the developers on this, and they said they were actually trying to get an interview with Mozart, since, you know, he, like, appears in a game, he's a big celebrity, so, you know, like, scheduling conflicts, it's gonna take time. Well, you know, the interview got pushed back a little bit, so they had to delay it once again to September 6th, 2022. I probably could have gotten in contact with Mozart quicker myself, but, you know, baby step. Oh, my pre-order's finally gonna be released soon.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Best Buy, I thought I had you blocked on everything after all this shit. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm actually gonna get the game? And oh, no, well, you know, it's not quite ready. Okay, well, you know, I have trust issues at this point. This game's just never releasing. And oh, what do you know? It's delayed once again. You know what? It's fine. I wasted $20. I'm just sad, really, at this point. They're just letting me think I have control at this point. Okay, you know, I just changed it to store pickup for shits and giggles, because, I mean, they're not gonna ship this to a store, are they? You know, I can't believe I am about to admit this, but I actually walked into a Best Buy store, asked for my copy of Mozart Requiem, and they handed it to me. And here it is.
I don't know, you guys, how to feel about this.
Well, you know what they say. One sniff a new game, smell for good luck. It's always a good sign when you wake up wearing this.
The book is almost finished, but it needs a bit more time. That's locked. Who's there? Open the reliquary's top.
Oh no, don't tell me I actually have to play this now. It took me 2 years to get this off my mind in the first place. Don't think I have much of a choice, do I? You know it's a good sign when the game changes aspect ratios 3 different times before you even start the game. Well, we know one thing going in. The music's gonna be pretty good. After starting a new game, you are greeted with an intro scene that my Elgato capture card could barely handle, filling us in on how Mozart left his wonderful wife to go to Prague to get paid, and he's having some spooky ass dream about a war happening and some guy in a mask. It's very important. Chapter 2? Yes, apparently the intro cutscene was all Chapter 1 had to offer.
The chapters are going this fast. This game's gonna be easy.
What a strange dream.
Yeah, what's more strange is that Mozart can't figure out how to walk 10 steps in the dark without having a fucking accident. Our first puzzle in this point-and-click adventure game, besides making some coffee, is making sure Mozart can make it outside of his hotel room. So after wandering in circles for way too long, and the Elgato capture card failed for the first 20 minutes of this recording, so I redid this, and it still took me way too long to realize this little strip right here is the actual candle. And boom, I'm out of here.
I have a message for you.
Mozart, quick, jump out the window. There's a monster at the door.
Well, our innkeeper here is telling us we have to get to the palace urgently, but he won't let us leave until he gets his money.
You don't have any money, you don't have any friends, and soon enough, you won't have any roof over your head.
Dude, are you alright? Just shut up. Just shut up. I'm fine.
Well, thankfully our innkeeper's a fan of jewelry, and until we get paid, this'll suffice.
Mozart, where do you get off?
Just in my room, I'll show you. Well, this asshole down the stairs, Mr. Hoffer, just starts berating me for not getting out of my room fast enough, and not finishing my next score when he hasn't even paid me for Don Giovanni. Man, it's been a while, Mozart, you might want to sue. Well, after avoiding that fool, we have to talk to the Shadow Man outside to get a ride to the palace. Unfortunately, he doesn't speak our native tongue of English, and the innkeeper has to help us out. But he also knows I don't have money.
All right, I'll translate it. So far, Dubček is laughing and doesn't say much else.
Alright, let me practice my French real quick. I need more practice.
So I guess we have to finish that score I was working on to get paid by the lobby dweller. This leads us to one of the many types of mini-games we have to complete multiple times in this game. The game plays a part of a musical score, and we have to match the rearranged notes together to complete the score. And as long as one of the notes you switch lands in the correct spot, you're in the clear. If not, you get penalized, and enough mistakes will force you to restart. If you have no comprehension on how to read sheet music, this may get a little difficult, especially towards the end game, but the game gives you so many tries that it's really hard to fail, especially towards the beginning. With that done, we now must make our way to the opera house so we can get paid and eventually go to the castle. Once we arrive, we're getting berated by this man over here again. This time, because we don't have our lovely baton. My brother in Christ, we just arrived here. So time to waddle around the place on a scavenger hunt, running into this guy saying, a woman's the reason my music is good, which Mozart takes offense to.
I haven't heard anything. And I do have a spouse that expects me back in Vienna. So rumors are obviously misleading.
You're full of shit, Mozart.
I wonder who left that fan here.
Yoink.
After filling your pockets at the theater hall, Mozart starts talking to this madam over here, saying she wants to renew her feelings of gratitude from last night.
I hope you've been able to rest a little after our private interlude yesterday evening. Oh dear Mozart, it's been such a long time since Johann, my husband, decided he does not find me dangerous anymore.
Finally this game's getting good. Only took till chapter 3 for the infidelity to start.
Everything about you moves me so deeply, Mozart. Your music, your words, your soul. I'd like to press you against my heart. Please, come closer.
Finally, a telltale level choice that Mozart has to make here. Let's go for it.
Mozart, I understand you may be spellbound by my charms. Still, I find you quite brash to have the nerve to woo a woman already dedicated to another man.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't be flicking me shit. I thought last night meant something.
So there you are.
Teleporting husband.
Wait a minute, she's married to this guy? Mozart, don't be a homewrecker, run. Also, may I remind you that you started off this story saying that your wife is now currently in another country, Mozart? So this leads us into the next type of minigame presented, conducting. Now, this is, how how do I put this? Yeah, so not only do you have to use the left thumbstick for movement, like you would a computer mouse, but the game gives you no direction on where the baton is going to move. I'm getting flashbacks to Bully Scholarship Edition on the 360. And on top of that, if you're just barely out of that sacred white circle for more than 2 milliseconds, then the sound of the music just falls apart. Thankfully, the game is very lenient with you, and it's still easy to get a 6 or a 7-star rating and move on with the story. So by now, hopefully you understand and get the grasp of what it is to be Mozart. And by that, I mean, the game is a point-and-click adventure game with pre-rendered 3D backgrounds a la Resident Evil that you walk through completely proportionately 100% of the time. About every chapter, you'll have at least 1 or 2 mini-games you'll need to complete in order for Mozart to figure out a puzzle, and the game normally does a good job at communicating when you have to complete something in your notes, aka a mini-game, in order to progress the story. The most difficult part of the game by far are the item puzzles, aka the classic point-and-click interact this item to this location. So unless you're much smarter than me, which is likely, or are an experienced PC point-and-click master, you'll probably become stumped multiple times throughout the game here.
Okay, sorry, I gotta break the fourth wall for a minute. I don't want to be stuck in this game forever.
Well, at least there's an entire walkthrough over here. Wait a minute. Why does this footage look different than mine? And how was the video uploaded 11 years ago? And why is it called Mozart the Last Secret? What is going on here?
Turns out, this PS4 game I waited 2 years to pick up is just a re-release of a French 2009 PC game called Mozart the Last Secret.
And somehow, this version of the game looks better than the new PS4 version. How was this version of the game delayed so many times? Was it in development hell or something to port this to modern consoles, or did COVID just delay the physical release almost 2 years? I mean, the digital release was also delayed. The publisher's website, GS2 Games, A, removed Mozart off their website, and B, when it did exist on their website, didn't have any more information than the cover of the PS4 game, which was almost directly translated from the original PC game cover art. Not to mention, neither GS2 Games and the European publisher, Funbox Media Limited, made no reference to this game being a re-release. I stumbled upon it myself, but smarter people than me spotted it much quicker than me and put it front and center in their reviews. But at least the page of the Steam re-release says that this game is designed as the first in a series of Persona Interactiva products. It's been a minute since I've played the first Persona, but I think that game's a little bit different. I don't know.
Damn it, I don't care anymore. This game has been on my mind for 5 years. I'm gonna get to the bottom of Mozart's Requiem if it kills me.
So back to the game, I suppose. We gotta fix this guy's harpsichord and compose some more music to talk to some guy, and I don't know, a lot of talking. But never mind that. This is what I really came here for. I'm about to join the secret society. Well, not after conducting a legendary composition, doing a word puzzle, and then doing a gear puzzle. And the biggest mystery of them all, the where the hell do I put these clothes on puzzle. I can't put the item on me, or the guard will block me from coming in. Shrinking behind the folding screen that only exists at one angle in this room doesn't work. Except, wait a minute, that does actually work, but it doesn't actually change your outfit, and you put on a medal. I'm sorry, half of this puzzle was just to get a pair of damn gloves, and I'm not even putting on the gloves.
That's outrageous!
Whatever. I talk to Schultz in the other room, and get mad that the blindfolded man copied my symphony that I had to fix earlier. A little bit more running in circles, and the voting ceremony is ready. And currently, I'm the vote that will decide if the man who dared copy my work will be allowed in. Now, you know, I don't normally like to get political, but you know what? I really have to share my view. Nah, the hell, he is not getting in my fucking secret club, okay? This motherfucker copied my goddamn homework. He is not getting in. But I guess the vote didn't matter because he's already dead.
To be fair, I don't think he was alive at all.
So I guess the only logical thing to do here is put the mirror on his face to see if he's breathing and get accused of being a spy in the process.
I don't know where you learned these techniques worthy of a spy, but I have to admit it, Mozart, you are right. He passed away.
Game, you don't have to play the background music so loud when Mozart's also playing music. No, please.
There's something under the piano. Where did it go?
You want to tell me where it is, Mozart? I don't see shit. And since Mozart is really great about reading the room, he decides to go back into the room where there was just a cutscene of two of the members of the society talking about who committed the crime and steal something.
Mozart, you can't touch that.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I guess overreacting to this kid stealing my composition is enough to put me in the slammer. I want my lawyer. Or you could just escape. This is before security cameras existed. I do like that you're able to switch characters in this chapter. However, besides the one other time you get to do this in the game, that's it. It's pretty short-lived and not well thought out, unfortunately. Well, I try to unlock the door with Havel here and...
I can't pick this type of lock with these keys. If I could pass them on to you, maybe you could use them to pick your lock.
Oh, I get it. It's like in Scooby-Doo when they swap voices.
I can look at myself naked.
Well, I tricked the prison guard into walking over here, pretending I'm the crazy man, and I smack him so hard I phase through his whole body.
Wait, don't cut back to me. The game's comedy just writes itself.
Okay, this was the part that the game box, the game website, the game trailer, everything about this game was hyping up. The rooftop escape scene.
I'd hate to see you
The
crash on the
pulley is
pavement.
broken, but... Oh, I'm sure there'll always be...
Okay, 3 overlapping lines of dialogue, clicking on 2 things, and it's over. But it's okay, you may think I'm stupid for hyping up a segment in this game, but Mozart is even more stupid because he decides to go right back to where he was before he got arrested. At least no one's suspicious of me yet. Unfortunately, I now have to find a piece of thread when everything looks like this. Now this isn't the first, and unfortunately last time the game decides to tell us we need to find an impossibly small item in order to progress. But I'm sorry, a thread? Mozart, you're wearing clothes. Rip a piece of thread off. We don't have time. You just got arrested.
Dude, if you need a thread that badly, I think there's a loose one right here for you.
At least the thread is just in the main room behind the curtain. And doing this, I find a beetle that was supposed to be underneath the piano earlier. It's fine, I'll just open it off screen. Playing Mozart's symphony reveals a secret message. Oh no, not this again. Oh God, why is it moving so fast? The game makes you talk to Schultz one last time, who would rather dismiss what you're saying than actually help, and then you're off. Also, every PlayStation achievement you get just unlocks as soon as you enter the next chapter, so at least by the end of the playthrough, you'll get a shiny platinum trophy if you're into achievement hunting and suffering.
Excuse me, the door was open, so I took the liberty of letting myself in. Is your monster home?
And now Mozart has to face against his most fierce enemy, Dog.
Whoa, that dog sure seems scary.
What a fucking protagonist we have here. You know, Mozart, if you just keep talking for a little bit, you'll probably just put the dog to sleep anyways. So time to feed the dog the beetle so he can now wander around the rest of the house and, I don't know, probably steal a few things. Mozart's kind of broke. Wandering around for a long enough period of time, and we'll come across a secret door where we gotta do a... We walk in to find a dark room and Mozart? I think it's time to go. I'll take a screenshot first, but then we gotta go.
That looks like some kind of magic lantern. So the ghost would only be an illusion. I need to learn more about this strange machine.
Yeah, you're not gonna fool me, apparition ghost. I'm out of here.
Sounds like there's a fight going on next door.
Mozart, that's not a fight. Please knock.
And who are you, sir? Who let you in?
The dog did.
How about you? What was this ruckus that I heard? Were you in a fight or what?
A fight, you heard? Your hearing must be severely impaired. You should leave now.
Pardon me, but you're so scantily clad that I have to confess my trouble.
I know, sir. Men are rarely unmoved when I so appear.
I love great first impressions.
Somebody put this man in horny jail.
Englander? What the hell?
Oh shit, not my boy England! Mozart once again finds himself in a sticky situation here, because Whack-A-Mole Vanna, fucking Pepe, and Mono over here are demanding something of me, or, you know, I get tossed in the river. So what are my options? Apologize or go? Well, I mean, they didn't tie my legs, but knowing Mozart's speed, that's not an option. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, because my boy Havel here to save the day. Thank you. I don't know about y'all, but out of all my options, I'd rather bet on a game of cards here.
I'll play 52 card pickup any day if it means I'm not kidnapped.
Well, one easy round of 31 later, and I'm free! Except for the fact that I'm still under their guard, and I can't leave. But they're not gonna throw me in the river now. They're just gonna make it slightly more inconvenient for me to escape. So once I do escape, I'm gonna go walk up to every single statue on a bridge because, you know, if I was Mozart, I'd be running out of ideas too. Speaking of running, let's see how fast his 100-meter dash is. I'm sorry, Mozart, you're not making the track team. With enough stalling in his journey, he's ready for some real Freemasonry stuff, I think. Or by that I mean dropping this small statue below the bigger one, and playing a violin next to it. Hey, you know it worked. Don't knock it till you try it. Thankfully, to open the secret raw door past the secret brick wall, all I need is my watch. That's with that one bastard innkeeper, which means we need to get my money from Hoffer. So after grabbing the bread and honey, because Mozart's just been running around for hours, I doubt he's eaten anything, it's time to get the real bread in this story, baby. Come on, that's what we've been doing the whole time, right? No, seriously, I don't know you guys. What are we doing again? Ah, shit, Alexa's here.
Okay, Mozart, we know why we're here. We're trying to get the bag. Okay, wait, no, it's fine. You can steal Hoffer's wife at the same time, you know. If the timetables work out and everything, it's up to you.
You're here quite late, Mozart.
Okay, what is going on with the framing in this? Has Alexa just sunk through the floor, or is Mozart just 7 feet tall now?
I could lead you inside my husband's office, but in order to do it, you would have to give me a strong incentive.
You need an incentive to help me now?
I am so attracted to you. Still, I doubt you'll accept it.
Have her berate me again? Give out a false promise to get out of the situation.
I want a part in your next opera.
That's it? But certainly, I'd be delighted.
Unfortunately, false promises won't get me to the finish line, and she requires tea. But I've run all around, and I can't figure out what to do to get the embers burning. So, a lot more time of this, and I just looked it up, and I found I have to grab the poker to move the embers around. But the problem is, the poker is invisible. You just have to hope your cursor goes over it. Why aren't you giving me any more visual clues? Sure, having the poker near the fire makes sense. Now let me play I Spy to try to find it without you cheating me.
Yeah, I'm going back to I Spy after this. This game is just cruel.
How many more of the conducting levels do we have to do? It's fine. We're in his office now, the bird
Sure, everything!
and we're back to normal. Okay, I do like this puzzle. You have to play the piano to have the bird repeat the notes you have to press on the shelf. Then the magic safe opens up on the wall, and we're presented with another musical piece where we have to play the song in the correct order.
So, did you get hold of Johann's money?
Yep, I did. Time to get my shit back. Whoa, we're speed walking now? Finally. God, I've been walking this whole damn game.
Here I'm safe.
Damn, I guess I have to distract the guard in order to get inside first, which means shrinking from 7 feet to 3 feet tall and throwing a rock at the wooden stand.
Oh, shit! Alright!
What's the confusion? Who goes there?
Well, that was easier than I thought. He'll be chasing rats for days in this city. Now I have to deal with this rat in here and have to talk him down before I get my shit back.
Ah, here's the coffer in which I stored it. Let's see. Oh, the lock seems a bit jammed. Would you check if you can open it? Oh, be careful. Underneath the lid, there's a vial of acid that will destroy the contents of the coffer if you force the lock too violently.
Wait, why the hell did he put my pawn in an acid box that will be destroyed if tampered with? Thanks.
Oh, Mozart, you are a walking disaster. I did tell you to be careful.
You know, I'm pretty sure safes existed back then, bro. That's not my fault.
And how is this distracting the guard? He's right here. Ah, well, I guess he's not paid enough for this. After talking to someone who's actually helpful, I'm going back to Epoch's house at 1 in the morning. Man, this Epoch guy is sure into some weird stuff with his guards. So you tune another harpsichord, so the guard leaves you alone, and then what's next besides going downstairs while eating a mega mushroom to become 14 feet tall? Nah, I'm just kidding. I'll go back into the music room, play a song, and wind up in the torture room. Did I say those words out loud just now? Well, I guess it's time to talk to the prisoner.
I am a slave to God.
Wait, this is the same dude from the prison before. But oh shit, guess who's back?
He is absolutely on board with us. He assured me he'll be in Prague the day after the bombing.
And wait, there's a bomb? Mozart, hide! Okay, but the best part about this is after the conversation with the prisoner, his name just gets changed to Fake Joseph 2. Well, it's finally time to talk to the evil bad guy of the story about his plan.
You're quite right, but I don't really have time for an explanation.
Hey, already breaking a stereotypical trope here, and expects me to either accept or refuse playing his son's Ripoff symphony of his. Which, no, I'm Mozart. You can't tell me what to do. And these sheet music puzzles are getting a bit more complex. So complex, in fact, that the game forgot to remove my cursor from the other screen. Well, I don't know why the evil bad guy gave me my own music mixed up and allowed me to play it to stun his guard, but hey, you know, I'm not complaining. And it's a real good thing I'm able to get the keys holding Epoch's son hostage inside the clock tower. Wait, no, not the clock tower, bro. Scissorman might be up there. Alright, so at this point, we're getting towards the end of the story here, so I'm gonna slap up a big spoiler warning for Mozart. So if you don't want Mozart Requiem spoiled for you, this is your last chance. So after spending like 20 minutes on the marching man puzzle inside the clock tower, a secret door appears, and out pops Tupac, phasing into existence. Epoch starts info dumping on us about how his father got into some deal with the Prussians because Keller kind of forced him into it because he's a spy for them, to slowly help them build underground pyramids in Prague to somehow set up a bomb to go off in the theater to kill the emperor and take over Prague. So Epoch then just decides, oh yeah, let's drag Mozart into this by changing up all of his compositions, and somehow this man who can't even confront a PS2 looking dog is gonna do something to stop this. That, or we can just talk to Invisible Pepe on the bridge too. Yeah, I guess somebody forgot to remove his dialogue options from a few chapters ago. It doesn't matter, I solved this puzzle, and oh, gotta turn around now and I'm in. Oh shit, look at this place. It's got a Birdman statue and everything, bro, I could live here. Well, after not knowing what the hell to do in this upper room, I might as well use this item I didn't have before with that invisible poker from the music room and solve my lightning issue.
It worked!
Well, instead of using the lift, I guess I'll just walk through it. Aha! The first ever elevator-powered electricity gets me right onto the stage of the auditorium? Okay, you guys, if you're trying to keep a secret entrance secret, then maybe don't build the elevator right up next to the stage. Whatever,
Hello, stranger.
Be quiet, feathered freak.
Damn, okay, I thought the bird and I were chill. What happened? Well, I guess I'm gonna keep exploring this room, and Alexa, why does everybody teleport in this game?
Oh, come on. Why can't I teleport? I don't want to be stuck here any longer.
And bro, if she was tired at 11 p.m., imagine how tired she is 3 hours later.
They're coming. Hurry, Johan may get the wrong idea about you and I.
Uh-huh.
Hide in this closet.
Ah, yes. The hide in plain sight strategy works every time.
My knees are killing me.
Coco wants some coke.
Hold on. That's a costly habit you've got. Maybe I'd better save the precious powder.
Wait a minute. Is the bird doing lines of coke? Is that the conspiracy? Is that why Hoffer betrayed his whole country?
Coco wants some cocoa.
I mean, chocolate's expensive and addicting. My theory still checks out.
So another invisible item later, the game finally allows me to progress.
My dear, come close to me. I have a secret I need to whisper in your ear.
Oh, don't worry, me too. You know, you'd think they'd want to add music here. It's kind of awkward with just silence. Homewrecker running in from the 10-yard line, and he scores.
Okay, Mozart, I was making the infidelity jokes earlier, but seriously, there's a bomb going off in like 2 hours in this building. I think we gotta get our priorities straight.
She is divine. It's a shame her vocal talent is so limited.
Okay, it's pyramid time. Come on. Well, we're going to hell. Or a secret underground prison? I'm sorry, am I still playing Mozart, or did I accidentally swap the disc with Silent Hill 2? Nah, it doesn't matter. At least I recognize someone down here.
It's me, Peter Englander. Help me, please.
How did you get here?
Help me out here first, and then I'll give you some answers.
You know, I don't mean to be rude, but you're not the one in control of the bargain here. But, you know what, I'm too nice, I guess I'll help. So we're in the Ark of the Covenant or something. Oh shit, 3 people synchronously walking towards me? I'm not ready for this. So the Rosicrucians have stolen the power and created lightning that can be stored in batteries? Okay, the game was set like, what, 12 years before the 1800s? That would mean these sneaky bastards knew how to make batteries before the real inventor made the first modern battery. I can't let them change history I wouldn't know about as Mozart. So once again, the evil villain has decided to pull the move that every other evil villain has done, leaving the protagonist alone in a room. Oh, gosh, we're almost done with this here. And there's like one more unique puzzle after this with the battery, and I either guessed it or just looked it up. I think I was playing this at like 4 a.m. No room can contain Mozart. Back to the room with the big statues that had no purpose until now. I must remember the order the elements are in. Score, or the 4th fragment of the corrected score. You know, I did just spend 30 minutes correcting the score. It is the last main item in the game. I don't think you had to explain it that much to me, man. Come on. Even the game is sick of us playing at this point. It's already 7 a.m. I've left the church and met up with some old acquaintances.
If you are loyal to the cause of the Freemasons, prove it.
Or by that, I mean, we have to play another round of 31 to prove my loyalty to Joseph II, with the added bonus of me realizing the font the devs use doesn't include the numbers, so the numbers are a completely different font.
A lad that can so brilliantly play the game can't be dishonest. Back in my country, we would have made you our leader.
Hey, now, you know, that's not too bad of an idea. Just put several politicians together in a room with small elimination groups of blackjack, and inevitably one person will win. Whoa, okay, that escalated quickly.
Why does Mozart have to teleport the one place someone is gonna point a gun at his head?
The final chapter starts with a time jump all the way up to 8 p.m. Also, they give you the last achievement for the game as the final chapter loads.
Look, I got the last achievement. I'm out of here. See ya. Okay, fine, I'm in this deep. I want to see what happens, honestly.
Mozart has been captured, once again, and it's up to our boy Havel to save the day.
Are you the owner of that horrendous corporal fragrance?
Man, this guy really needs to hire better guards next time. All Havel has to do is call him Smelly and bam, he's out of there. I talked to Epoch and devise a plan to revise Mozart's score so the bomb doesn't explode everyone. I make my way to the concert hall and get stuck. Okay, this game is actively trying to beat me at this point. Then when I reload the game, Father Epoch over here vanished, but his name is still there. Regardless, I kept getting stuck. I have lost way too many saves over the years, so I'm always paranoid and stagger my saves. And thankfully, I staggered my saves in this game, so I didn't lose too much progress. Let's get back to where we were.
I need it more than he does. At last! I thought you were never going to bring it to me.
If this guy thinks 5 seconds is a long time, do not bring him to an opera. Man, he crashes out hard. He's playing the wrong score! Get his ass! We conduct our final piece and... oh, shit, where are we?
My father shot me. I'm wounded, and I can't move anymore.
I've got to stop him.
He's trying to reactivate the bomb. You need to reach him and prevent him from doing it.
Oh, okay. It's finally time to fight to the death with our evil villain. Okay, I know I shouldn't be asking questions at this point, but what's with Epoch Shadow? And oh shit, what? Why does Mozart keep teleporting? Okay, I don't even have time to process that because I have less than 3 minutes to defuse this bomb. And oh wait, we already did it?
You managed to defuse the bomb. Mozart, you saved our lives. If not for you, Prague would have lost its emperor and its opera. Mozart, I already owed you beauty and passion, and now I owe you my life. Come to Vienna with me. I want you at my side for as long as I'll live.
Yo, let's go. I ship them. Give each other a kiss. Mwah. Mozart will return. Yeah, fucking right. And after the credits, we loop back to the opening cutscene of the game, and that's it. Whew. I don't even know where to start with this. Even after beating the game and solving the conspiracy, how the game got released is still puzzling to me. A small low-budget publisher funds a port of a relatively unknown European PC exclusive adventure game. It's set to release in 2021 and takes almost 2 years after that point to actually release. And comparing the original PC release to this new re-release, shout out this guy who played through the game a while ago. The old version still looks better. Not to mention they've even cut out a few things. The first part of the bomb puzzle during the final boss. The more I go down this rabbit hole, I feel like I'm never going to get an answer and I'm just going to go more insane. The game itself is a relatively fine point-and-click adventure game. It has a lot of the same hitches that most games in this genre do, such as having a item required to beat the game be practically invisible to the player. A lot of the one-off puzzles in the game are pretty fun if you enjoy puzzle video games, but the ones they make you repeat multiple times, like conducting or the word puzzle, just feel like a way to pad out the game. Whatever the back of the box art tells you, this game does not last 30 hours. So one more final rant on the conducting. I looked at PC game footage and the game does such a better job at conveying where you're supposed to conduct compared to the new version. I do like the concept of you following a historical figure through some sort of conspiracy story. There are a lot of random things in this game that don't necessarily make sense. Playing a game of cards to save my life? Okay, sure, yeah, I've done that before. Playing a game of cards to prove I'm loyal to Joseph II? Sure. Needing to distract a guard to sneak back where I'm staying? Makes sense. Throwing a rock to move rats near the guard, and then feeding the rats bread to get the guard's attention, and then the guard decides to chase him. Huh? And while I didn't expect a budget re-release of an already budget game to have the best graphics, and for what the game is, things work fine, except in the finished product, there were several random visual glitches that I caught that I can't even say it took me out of the experience. This was an experience. Speaking of an experience, the voice acting is...
I have a message for you.
I will open his box.
Anarchists are pressing for independence.
You're here to play for the Emperor?
Good evening, Mozart. I am Keller.
OKV 563. It's such a wonderful melody.
Would you be able to arrange for some female company, Mozart?
He declared me guilty without any proof.
And who are you, sir?
The hangman. Not a very good omen.
I expect you to be, Mozart.
That perfect type of camp. It's not great, it's not the worst thing I've ever heard, and it works perfectly. And while I did have my enjoyment with this game, I don't necessarily recommend anyone play it, especially now that the most current version available is the inferior version. However, after all of this, if you are convinced to play this game, pick up an old PC version physically, at least that will include the CD soundtrack with the game. However, if you are convinced to play the new version of this game, please just buy it on sale. When I pre-ordered it, I bought the game on sale, so just buy it on sale. Well, I'm glad that's all over. You know, this is what happens when you get too deep into a conspiracy, okay? One of three things happens. You either waste your whole life, you go to jail, or you end up losing all your hair. So I'm happy none of those things started happening to me. Oh, did Mozart steal my hair?
That's outrageous!
Thank you all for watching probably my longest Jargungis project because I stalled for the longest time after buying the game, and while this was probably the first video I had a full script for, I pushed it off way too long, so I made sure it was the first thing I did in 2025, so I have no idea what's gonna be released next. I'll see you next time, and until then, I'm gonna go to sleep and hope I don't have to conduct anything anytime soon.